In this video we concentrate on cutter setup. We have our text that we want to V-carve and we need to assign a tool to get the correct finish. So we select V-carve and then have a look at the tool that we're going to use. In this case we're going to use an OMG 63 degree 10mm shank cutter, which is available from the tool database. Just this one here. Here we can set up the cutter to our material, the feed rates that we want to machine at, etc. So most stone like Nebrasina, Portland and types like that would machine at around 800mm would be the maximum speed per minute, so 800mm per minute. You can set the different millimeters to minute, meters to minute, millimeters to second. Our convention is to use millimeters to minute. We also have the ability to have a slow plunge, so the cutter hovers over the material, drops down a specific length, and then at the last smaller length it slows right down to plunge into the material in a nice controlled way. So we select that and then we calculate. And that gives our V-cut lettering. Also, when you set up a job, you may want to create a convention for you always to use. So in material setup you can, for example, have a clearance height, so that the cutter always clears the material by X amount. Within that X amount is the plunge length. So for example we have here a 10mm clearance with a 2mm plunge, so it drops 8mm and then the last 2mm it plunges at a slower rate. If you change this, so say we want to have a shorter lift between the letters, we could say 5mm with a 2mm plunge. We need to delete the Z-gap above material, click OK, and it will recalculate it. As you can see, it's got 5.01 there, which is it always has a convention of adding 01 to the dimension calculated. To recap, when you set up your job, select the text, go to the function that you want, i.e. V-cutting, select your cutter from the tool library, calculate, check that your clearance of the material is correct. My preferred sort of height is 10mm, so if the material is out in thickness or smoothness, you don't run into the material at the other end, which isn't calculated in the scan. This ends the video.